So I've got some quick fire questions, right, about some Geordie stuff. Try and answer them as quick as you can, that's all right. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Best Geordie Shore moment ever to date?
What was yours?
Oh.
I think mine was definitely when we did the Mexico series and me and Charlotte were in this little yellow boat. There wasn't even any cameras on us. We were just going through the Mexican Ocean just with the wind in our hair and we just felt so free. And that's one moment I do always remember.
I feel like it's all like a massive blur, the whole thing.
It is, isn't it?
It's like, how can I pinpoint a specific moment? I really enjoyed when we travelled the whole of the Greek islands. That was amazing. I think it was doing all of the amazing things. We've got to do so many amazing things.
We've travelled the world.
Is it a white Zinfandel haze?
Yeah,
it is
just
like it's like The Hangover.
Yeah.
Okay, most memorable moment. Oh, sorry, best Geordie ever.
What do you mean?
Best person that's ever been in the house, apart from you guys.
Oh, that's a hard one. Don't want to blow smoke up anyone's.
No, as in like value for TV, value for the show.
I think
Probably Charlotte.
but Vicky's green screens.
Oh, Vicky was iconic in the green
Vicky's
screen.
one-liners were incredible, but Charlotte for like comedy value.
Also Scotty T.
Vicky for her one-liners, Scott for his
crazy
craziness.
personality.
What shocked you the most if you look back at all the series?
I mean, I remember, I don't know, I feel Chloe's probably shocked us a few times.
Yeah, when she walked through the door, I think we all got a bit of a shock. We were like,
It was like
what on
where
earth
she came
is that?
from. I think Charlotte, I don't think I was in the house at this point, but I remember Charlotte weeding a sink.
Yeah, there's been a lot of like things like that have been quite shocking. But you know, when you're in that house, nothing shocks you anymore. Like everything becomes normal.
Talking about Chloe, have you got an impression of her? Because I've never known anyone talk so quickly.
Oh, I know. You know, when say she's around people who don't speak the English language and, you know, that's the second language, she can't edit herself to be able to make them understand her. So they're just like, what?
Yeah, she can't.
She wants to be a TV presenter still, doesn't she? Bless her.
Is she? That's what you want.
Biggest regret?
None, don't have any.
I don't really have any regrets.
Can't regret anything because it brought me here.
Yeah.
Biggest moment you don't want to ever watch back?
Me getting my out in the hot tub on Sue's one.
I mean,
great pair though, babe.
I mean, there was a few.
You know, it looked like I had no nipples, and then people were creating Facebook groups about me saying, when you try and breastfeed and realise you're Holly Hagan, because everyone thought I had no nipples. and everyone from my area was like in these Facebook groups. I had to come off Facebook for 2 years.
Oh my God, that's dreadful. I think
it was actually awful, and then I started doing glamour, so I had to prove that I had nipples.
Yeah.
You know, that was my reason.
I think I regret some of the fights that we all had. Like,
Oh yeah, me and Marnie have swung each other around.
I mean,
Look at you
when
now.
you get older, it is. When I watch myself argue, I cringe. I'm like, who did I think of?
But it's in the house because we are like brothers and sisters. You do
We did
argue
always
like
make
that.
up though. We did always make up, which is mad.
Yeah.
And I think that's taught me so much. Like now, when I argue with people, within half an hour, I just make up, and it's like no one else does
Yeah,
that.
it really
To hold a
teaches you how
grudge
to
for like a
communicate.
week, and I'm like, I just make up after an hour.
It does teach you how to communicate and be able to, you know, when you have an argument with somebody, you would text them, but in the Geordie Shore
You had to
house, you would
speak to
have
them.
to apologise face to face.
You have to grab them and speak to them. And
And it really
apologise.
gets your communication
Yeah.
skills up, yeah.
Have you been watching Love Island, by the way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched this one properly because I was obviously pregnant and at home. This is the only one I've really watched, and I really loved it.
Does it compare to Geordie?
It's
I
completely
feel sorry
different.
for them not being able to drink.
Yeah, I just think being in
Like-
that house for 7 weeks and not having a drink to like get
Yeah.
you going for the night. They deserve a medal.
And I think smoking as well, they had to get off camera.
Yeah, I like the earlier ones where it was a bit more real, and you know, everyone was sat around the fire pit. No one really got dolled up. Like it was just, you could really feel the realness. But I think they were trying to make it move more away from that, which for people's mental health, I do believe that that's probably the best thing.
I'm excited for there's another one coming real soon though, isn't there?
I think they
South
might
Africa,
ruin it, though, to be
January.
honest.
But I'm excited for that because it means like my January will be a lot more exciting now.
Yeah, you're shocking off the paper.
And you touched on mental health just finally. You spoke about that Facebook group and we laughed about the trolling and stuff, but you guys, I feel like you've got it really under control now. Have you had to learn the hard way?
It's really weird. I just don't get affected by trolls. I think it's because I've done it for so long now that it becomes irrelevant. Like when I see a horrible comment, it's like I'm numb to it.
Yeah, and especially now that you're pregnant, it's like you've got so much more to worry about in life and so many more things that are so much more important.
It's
that
because
like,
they call
seems
you the
trivial.
same names over and over again for so many years that they become meaningless.
Yeah,
Like,
it's that how many times can you call me fat or a
It's always them two things. That's
All right,
it.
get over it.
And your boys hate that as well, don't they? And we've seen Casey kind of fight back a bit.
Casey, it bothers Casey a bit more than me because he's still quite new to it.
Yeah, it bothers Jacob. Like, I'll just be like, no, it's fine. And he's like, I really want to reply. I'm like, don't, because she'll never win. Like, that's all they want is the attention. And they're obviously going through some that means that they are like having to do that, because no happy person would ever do that.
How long do you think your block list is on Instagram?
Oh, ridiculous.
Oh, I've been blocking for about 5 years.
I have begged MTV to let me do Haters UK because I want to meet with these trolls. I want to sit them down and I want to say why. I want to know. I need to know.
That would be really good, wouldn't it?
Yes. Okay, we'll get that
putting that out
sorted.
there to the universe. That's what I want my next job to be.
Well, I'm so pleased for both of you. I've
Thank
never seen
you.
you both so happy and
Thank
like
you.
glowing as much. It's so lovely
Thank
to
you
see.
so
It's
much.
the highlight.